Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hi, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. My channel, it's all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, and my journey in this fabulous yarning community. Returning subscribers, hi, thanks so much for coming and spending a little bit of your Monday with me for today's Make Along Monday, the abbreviated version. Right now, I only have 2 projects going that are part of a make-along, because some new ones are starting, and I had finished one. So it's not as overwhelming as I thought I was going to be, even though I am doing a lot of make-alongs. I'll never show you Sophie's Universe on a Monday. I like showing to you that on Wednesday. So I'll show you, and I did start on it, and I got 2 rows in on part 4, and I had to frog it all the way back. Somewhere I messed up and my counts were off for the first time, so I had to start over. So Sophie's Universe is sitting patiently on the couch in the living room for me to get back to her sometime, probably, maybe tomorrow. Today I got a lot of other things I got to do. So, the one make along that I'm working on is the hashtag DDD knit blanket, otherwise known as Double Dog Dare knit blanket, from Laura at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. And that is my knit project. And I did get going on it again, and it's in my really cute Aruba bag with turtles. And I put in the lifeline. So we've got that. I've got my lifeline in, and I've started on the next section. So I'm 16 rows in, and I think it's turning out okay. So this next section is where you have to count the first 7 and knit, and then we're purling all the way around, all the way across to the last 7. After doing knit so many times, after remembering how to purl was like a shock, but I did it. I think it's turning out really cute. You can definitely see a difference in the stitches, and I'm really liking this, and I'm glad that I picked this particular yarn, the Karen anniversary cake in Tropical Butterfly, because it's a nice thick yarn, and even though sometimes it's got strands, I can see the stitches really well. And again, I'm using my Knitter's Pride bamboo knitting needles on a fixed cord. I think I want, the next time I do a big knit project like this, I think I'm going to want swivel cords. But for a beginner, I think I'm doing okay. And I do like these knitting needles better than I thought I would. I thought I was all about the metal, and now I realize that these are perfect for a beginner because they don't slip off as easy. Excuse me. So this is my make along with Laura, my Double Dog Dare. So I'm 16 rows into this, so I think I'm doing okay, and I'm pleased. So that is that. The other make along or crochet along that I'm doing, that I started, is the Sha-la-la-la-long, la-la-long, la-la-la-la-long with Jackie at Crochet HD. I'll link her below if you don't know what the Sha-la-long is. It's a things she's doing with Ravelry designers who could really use some love on their Ravelry pages. So I picked out the pattern that I'm working on. It's a pattern from Studio 22. The designer's name is Janet Claire. And it's a Tunisian. It's called the Tunisian Honeymoon. And I kind of really just worked on this all weekend. In the pattern, when she was telling you how to do the section, she would say, use half your yarn. Well, and then she said that at hers, that she did it at 100 rows. Well, that was 100 rows, and that wasn't long enough. See where my little thing is? My little, right there, that was 100 rows. I didn't think that was long enough. So I went more. I don't even know how many more I went with the first section. Now I've started on this eyelet section, and I think this is turning out so pretty. I really like how this is going to be so pretty when it's blocked. I'm using yarn that I got from Hobby Lobby. This is the first cake still. There's like 400 yards of a #1 superfine fingering, merino and viscose blend, and the color is called Harmonic, and it's beautiful and soft, and this is going to be really, really pretty when it's done, and really long. But I think I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this middle section, this eyelet section. I'm enjoying doing that part of the pattern. And it was perfect rhythmic crocheting over the weekend when we were watching TV, watching, you know, IU basketball, watching the football playoffs yesterday. Just super easy, rhythmic, not too difficult stitches, which is perfect for me because this is the first time I've ever done a project with this really thin yarn. The next time I do this, I think, because I'm using, again, my Knitter's Pride bamboo corded Tunisian hooks. I'm using a #6. This calls on the tag for a 3.5, 3.5 or a 4. I didn't want to go that small with a hook. Mainly Tunisian is so tight anyway that I always go up 2 or 3 sizes on hooks for Tunisian. But I knew I wouldn't be able to see the little teeny tiny hook. And I'm glad I didn't. I really think that this is making a beautiful fabric as is. So, I'll probably finish the rest of this cake using in this metal section for the eyelet section, and then grab a new one and probably use about half of that to finish the end section, and then this will be done, and I will send off a picture to Jackie for her shawl along, and I really, really, really like this. So that project is moving along. Like I said, I was pretty monogamous to this over the weekend. That's why it's got so much going on. So I'm thinking now I'm just going to go ahead and get this one done. Probably finish it today or tomorrow, just because it's so easy. And get that one off and off to its home where it should be. Tomorrow, the 31st, we get to start multivalence, and I'm very excited about that. I have the pattern printed. I have my yarn ready, so I'll get started on that tomorrow. I'll show you progress on that on Wednesday. The other thing is, yesterday morning, I was up early before my husband, and it was quiet, and I thought, okay, here's a good time to start a pattern that I've never done before. So I started the pattern for the sleeve scarves that I want to do for my granddaughters. And it's called the Sophia sweater scarf, and it it's not particularly difficult. It's just a one-page pattern where you do the sleeves, the forearms, the upper arms, then the scarf, and you make 2 panels and you sew them together. My daughter picked out this yarn from Hobie. This, what's it called? The Mayan. It's superwash, 65 superwash wool, 35 acrylic. And this is the one that's going to be my granddaughter, Olivia. No, that's one of 2, 3. Sydney. I have Charlotte, Olivia, Carson, Sydney. You have to call them all the same name before you get to the right kid. But anyway, this is the colors that are Sydney's colors, the teals and the greens and the browns, and she's really all about these colors, very earth tone girl. So I started it using my new Omni hook and a 6, the J hook. I like the feel of this hook in my hand. I do not like the feel of this hook with this yarn. It squeaks, it sticks, it just wasn't a good fit. I don't know if it's the wool and the acrylic, you know, kind of frictioning together. So I am going to pull out a different hook for this project because I really do love this yarn for the project that I have in mind. But this Omni hook does not do well with wool. I think that's what the problem is. The drag was so strong that it felt like I was fighting every single stitch. So yeah, this one is gonna go away until I find another project to do. I don't know. I do know the next project I'm going to start that I'm going to try this with, I'm going to be using my Nako Mona Lisa yarn that I got from Mary Maxim, and start the Bogey Creek Valentine's Day blanket. And I am doing it in 3 colors. I'm doing it in lilac, I think they called it soft rose and white, or actually it's called snow in theirs. And I'm going to use, have you guys seen Sandy at Crochet A Canada? Her Jacob's Ladder blanket, her black and neon color Jacob's Ladder blanket is all that. Oh my God, that blanket is gorgeous. And then she put out a tutorial on how to do that blanket. And I thought that would be the perfect blanket to do with Valentine's-y colors. I might throw in a red row here and there, but I want to keep it more pastel Valentine colors. That's why I'm using the really soft lilac and the soft pink and a soft white, just to kind of give the hint of Valentine's Day without screaming Valentine's Day, for the Bogey Creek Camp kids. And then I'll just hang on to that until this fall when Nancy starts the collections again. So I'm thinking maybe this hook would be better with the completely acrylic yarn. So we will give that a shot again. Like I said, I like the feel of it in my hand. It's not particularly heavy. It's got good length on it. You know, I'm a knife crocheter, so it doesn't hit me in an awkward position. It just, with that wool yarn, that drag was awful. And it made it very frustrating to have to fight every single stitch. So this one will be going back over here until I get ready to start that blanket, which will probably be sometime next week. I'll get started on that. And speaking of Mona Lisa yarn, you know how I said that I had another order coming? Now I have 2 orders coming. I got an email over the weekend. If you spend $49 at Mary Maxim, the shipping was 23 cents. And I wasn't going to do it. I'm like, no, I have enough. I have enough. Do I really have enough? I warred with myself back and forth all weekend long. Last night, we went into the bedroom and watched the end of the football game in bed. I was reading and half watching the football game. My husband was into the football game. And I put my book down and I looked at him. I'm like, I'm ordering that yarn. When shipping is 29 cents or 23 cents, I can easily spend $49 on this Mona Lisa yarn. So I did. I got some of the colors that I didn't get this last time. So yeah, I've got like 20 more hanks of it, or skeins of it coming. So I don't know where I'm going to store it all, but it's such beautiful yarn. And I promise that's it. I'm not buying any more of that yarn. I ordered 5 of every color they had, except they were out of the dark forest green. They're starting to lose colors. They were out of the rust color. Now they're out of the dark forest green. And I think they're coming down to the end of their quantities on this yarn. So I'm just going to have to be pleased with what I've got and leave it at that. And so, yeah, those orders should be coming in, and I'll show you what I got when they come in. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to start multivalence. I'm excited to start that. Then Thursday we have Luck of the Draw starting, so you still have time to gather your supplies if you are interested. I saw that there was a couple more people joining in who've never done it before. Lori at Cloudy Nook Crochet, she said she was going to do it. She's a relatively new channel. I'll link her below if you don't know who I'm talking about. And then I think Wednesday, I believe, Judy at Judy's Creations and Crochet will show her February inspiration picture for her February shawl along. So we've got that coming up. So there's a lot of things happening this week that'll sustain me through the month, and I'm kind of excited about it. So busy, but I like being busy. I don't like to be, I'm not usually as monogamous to projects. I like to flop from one to another. It keeps me engaged and not so bored, and I bounce from project to project. They all get done eventually. It's just I just spend so much time on one project and it's like, ugh. Okay, next. Anyway, I've had you on here for almost 20 minutes now, kind of rambling about nothing. But I do enjoy spending time with everybody a couple times a week, catching up. I've had a couple subscribers email me projects that they're working on, and I enjoy getting those. I love seeing people posting on Facebook what they're doing. So yeah, I love keeping in touch. You can get me email, Facebook, Instagram. I'm on Instagram if you're interested, if you're on Instagram. So yeah, keep in touch. I enjoy spending time with everybody. And until I see you on Wednesday for Whip Wednesday, be kind to everyone.